Paladin's Retro Gaming Emporium. I hope this is actually the last chapter of Legend of Zelda because, as much fun as I've had playing it, it is a classic. Everyone's done it. You know the drill. And but I did want it to be the first quote-unquote adventure RPG type game in our repertoire to actually get completed. And I wanted to see something all the way through. And so here we are. Now, let's see if I can get through defeating Ganon, because that's it. You know, unless you want to watch me collect the last 7 remaining container heart pieces, which I'm not real excited about the prospect of doing. This is pretty much the end of the road. And then after this, I'll probably play a little Soul Blazer or something. I don't know. We'll see what non-invasive gameplay I feel like playing to fill out the rest of the time for our session today. Starting next week, though, the Galax will be co-hosting with me as I take on the obscure and unusual Gundam RPG MS Saga. So, just a little heads up. But yeah, let's do this. This may be quick, or we may be at this for an hour. Alright, let's see what happens. I do have a save state, so I'm going to be constantly using that to restore to this point right here, because I'm not going to waste time recollecting hearts and potions and rupees and all that stuff. That would be crazy to do that just to not use the save state. So here we go. Don't fall, you son of a bitch. Ah, I can't believe I missed it. Come on. Alright, we got the one fairy. So we'll use the one fairy. Alright, no choice. Got him. Ah, hey. By the way, if you fall off the side, you have to beat him again. I turned down the desktop audio a little bit so that way we don't have any waveform problems with the ending here. Whoops. Hang on a second. I don't think it'll actually change. One second. Okay. This is by far one of my favorite early Super NES endings. It was almost like there was a template for all of the Nintendo branded stuff. And of course the music kicks ass. We'll see how much of this video gets muted by Twitch. Your uncle recovers, because I'm pretty sure that mofo was dead. That one always baffled me. I mean, I'm pretty sure we watched him die and he disappeared. So, the Triforce really is that powerful. It restored everything. The dead king, the dead sanctuary priest, your dead uncle. Gotta get all these important people who made this game in here. And I had a major emotional investment in this game when I was a kid. Well, kid's a misnomer. This game came out in '92. I was 15. But I beat the original Legend of Zelda in 1989. Took me 4 fucking years to beat that game. Well, 3. Still. I think I beat Zelda 2, the Adventure of Link, a lot faster. I did a replay of the game about 5 years ago, maybe 6. And I just found it a lot easier now that I'm older. My reflexes are different, and my way of thinking is different. You play video games a lot differently as an adult than you do as a kid. Experience. Yeah, that's for sure. Goodness gracious. I feel like for me personally, that it was more of an accomplishment to beat it then at that skill level than it is for me to do it now. Like now it's just like, you can't win that game? What's wrong with you? You know? Well, I mean, that too. Yeah, that's true. Knowledge of what to expect adds to how to beat a game. That is absolutely true. Um, but, no, I mean, it's just, everything's different, you know? Even if I didn't know the games, I still would probably beat them faster now than if I did it back then. Well, I mean, assuming it's not a pure reflex game, because at 44, you know, I turned 44 at midnight tonight, you know? And, I'm not the fastest guy in the universe anymore. I mean, I do wear these to drive. These are compression gloves for arthritic hands. Oh, man. Died 27 times. There was a time long ago when I could actually beat this game, and that number would be 0. I did a no-death playthrough of this game. Oh my god, that was hard. And the trick to that, of course, is to do it without cheating, too. Without doing the save and quit thing constantly. Man. Alright, so how's everybody feel about a little Soul Blazer? You want Soul Blazer, or you want me to just play Super Mario World? Soul Blazer is kind of like The Legend of Zelda, right? I'm trying to remember if I was like up against a wall in my last playthrough of that. Guess I could play Bahamut Lagoon. Let's look at the game list and see what strikes my fancy. Well, first let me cancel that for a second. Doesn't it augment the save file if you do something? Doodles. This is my kitty Doodles. Say hello to Doodles. She's my elder baby. She's gonna be 10 in December. She's 9. She's 9 years old. I've had her since she was 12 weeks old. Isn't that right, Doodles? I've had you forever. You're like part of the podcast history. All right, let's do some Soul Blazers so we keep the relative theme of the game going here. Now, I don't think Enix has any specific restrictions against this game. So, I think the music and story in this game is absolutely stunningly beautiful. There's the button. This game is also absurdly hard. There's a couple of hitbox and detection problems with it that I've always had with it. You have to be a lot more precise in this game than in Legend of Zelda. Like, when you swing the sword, you are absolutely paralyzed. Come on, jump back out, buddy. Gotcha. Ooh. That was big. Whoa! And I'm stinking up the joint already. kind of grabby, aren't you there, buddy? Well, I say you have to be more precise and yet less precise at the same time. It's kind of dumb. I do love this game, though. Any opportunity I can to get more golden experience, always take it. I mean, and this game does really encourage completionism. Because if you don't get everything in an area, you are going to have a hell of a time with the final boss. Come on. What really ticks me off is I know these guys are coming, and I keep muffing it anyway. Yeah, pretty much. They kind of fixed that in the Twin Snakes. I thought about doing a playthrough of that, but I am terrible bad at the MGS games. That was more my ex's thing. Nudge wink. See? I'm winking badly. Some mudmen here. All right. Oh, they're gonna get me. And the gold disappears so fast in this game. Well, then you've beat more Metal Gear Solid games than I have. I've only defeated the original Metal Gear for NES. Using a Game Shark invincibility codes. No, that's not true. I did actually manage to beat it on my own. But it was years after release. It was like I had to go back and play it again. Yeah, and it's not even the true original Metal Gear. I watched a playthrough of the MSX playthrough. Oh my god, the game is so much better. So, here's a fun factoid. I'm actually redoing a bunch of this stuff. Because I lost all of my progress. Thanks to the emulator crashing. So yeah, there's a fun thing. You know, let's see here. I'm gonna put on my glasses so I can actually read your commentary, Mr. Sargent. Yeah, that was quite an accomplishment. I did manage to also beat Snake's Revenge, but once again, that was one of those things to where I won't ever play that game again without a Game Shark. It's just ridiculous. Where are you at? God, I hate this room. Got him. Alright. What a pain in the ass. Thank God you don't have to spend hours going after like a half dozen of those guys. They actually, okay, so they did actually have, you could get MSX and Metal Gear 1 and 2, and there was a strange Xbox remake of the game that had like an online component where you could do match play against other people, and it was called Revergence or something stupid like that. That was the first time that it was available legally in English. They changed all the faces though because Kojima was a big fan of action movies of the 80s, of the 70s and 80s, and so he actually had the artists put in like Sean Connery as Big Boss, and it was crazy. It was insanity. So there's an emulated version of it out there that has a translation patch that has the original faces in it. But yeah, then they changed everything because like he really loved Michael Dane, and you know, the guy who played what's his name, Reese, and Kyle Reese in the original Terminator, and so I mean, so he had him as Solid Snake, and it was totally nuts. I'm gonna hit a save state here because I don't remember. I actually revamped this machine because of the instability problems, and I found out that I had some bad RAM. Got up here. I don't know why that one space right there. Do you see that? That makes all the difference as to whether or not I get hit. I hate these guys. To be honest with you, I'm not terribly fond of the way this game's magic system works. Especially since you gotta orbit the guy around to the right position again to hit him. And then you're just out. Man. I am totally gonna croak. Well, I do have a medicinal herb, so I'm okay for now. Can explore a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa! I need the Psycho Sword. There's a specific squirrel you release or something, and that gets you the Psycho Sword, which allows you to cut through metal. And then you can go back and to the first world and clear out all those monster dens. And I think eventually you get a warp back to the you get a tool. Oh, there we go. Take it. Alright. Level up. Yep. There's nothing over here yet, so... Yeah, like there's a whole sub-game there that you have to bring them something to belong to. Well then. Yeah, one of the moles in the tree here has the squirrel or whatever. You find a nut or something, and then you trade it to him, and he gives you the sword. It's funny, because he's asking for something to eat, but the graphics show food all over the place. Now, hilariously, I completely missed that the first time I played this game. And I didn't get the Psycho Sword until the very end of the game. Sure, we'll go a little longer. We'll go just a little bit further. Since I wasn't planning on playing the game today, I hadn't really done a lot of research on what I was supposed to do. It has been a long time since I played this game originally. I mean, literally 1993. I have a bad habit of just walking right into danger. Yeah, you want a piece of this? Ha! Choke on that. Oop. And of course, I don't have a medical herb, so I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked. Ah! Now I can finally get the level 2 sword. I think. Let's find out. It's always that stupid thing you miss because you didn't go a certain direction. This time I was kind of actively looking for it, though. So, at some point I'm going to explore every nook and cranny of these places. As tedious as that may sometimes be, you know? And with these non-spawn enemies, it is theoretically possible to level farm, but at some point you only get 1 experience per enemy, and that just makes it... And this is ridiculous. You actually have to equip it in order to talk to him about it. The Psycho Sword that cuts through metal! Now I can defeat the scorpions! This will also make attacking enemies a little easier, just in general. Takes a few less hits. Like I said, I don't know how far I'm gonna go tonight. Pretty happy with just beating Ganon. Yep, I saw you. The worst part is, if you don't get those guys quick, they can teleport to almost anywhere in the map. Ah, a treasure box. I like the treasure. Yes, Doodles, what can I do for you? Ooh, that was a weird lag. Oh, I didn't have to go all the way through there. That's right, I created a shortcut. Damn it. It's up here. This is what I'm looking for. Come on, jump out of there, you big pollywog. Step on it. Ah. All right. That was fun. We made a little progress when I got the Psycho Sword. But the main thing was beating Ganon tonight, so I didn't want to leave everybody with a 15-minute episode of the show. So there we go. 45 minutes is pretty nice. Be sure to join us tomorrow. We're going to be doing APB Reloaded with Twilight Winter. And of course, we got our usual myriad of showcases throughout the week. King's Raid on Tuesday, Last News Desk on the Left on Wednesday, Honkai Impact the 3rd on Thursday, and we got a great week planned for you. There is a remote possibility that Verizon and I will switch up Saturdays and start playing Overwatch. So if you guys are big on cartoony first-person shooters that are fucking amazing, then tune in for that if we switch up. But we're not giving up on APB, we're just changing nights and partners, so that should be pretty exciting. I'm actually looking forward to that. And who knows, maybe I'll switch up something else for Call of Duty Warzone, which I just downloaded all 100 gigs of it onto my gaming machine, so... but most importantly, before y'all go, the Golics and I will be playing and commentating on MS Saga, the Gundam-based RPG. And let me hold up the box on camera here. Boop! There it is, right there. This I'm told this game is quite the mixed bag. It's got it's tenuously tied to the Gundam series, but as you can see, it is made by Bandai, and it has some of the graphical engine borrowed from Xenosaga, believe it or not. It actually has a lot of the menu system and stuff borrowed directly from that game. But, you know, I couldn't resist this. A Gundam-based RPG, how could you not like it, right? And of course, I do have SCP Toolkit installed so I can use my DualShock 3 6-axis controller to play it, rather than try to fumble around with emulating a quote-unquote PC Pro Pad or something like that. So, again, tune in next week. MS Saga. Woo! The disc and manual. Ah, you can smell the nostalgia, right? Alright. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Mac Paladin. Stay safe out there, kids. We'll see you next time.